hopefully I can get this video out before any more updates happen. This is now the second time that I've filmed this just today, because things with As I Lay Dying are just falling apart so quickly. It's hard to keep up with. Last night, I did a video. We were talking about how Ryan Neff, the band's bassist and clean vocalist, he left the band last week, of course. And then on Tuesday this week, the band's tour manager announced that he's no longer working with the band. And then you had a venue in Poland, a part of the band's upcoming European tour, saying that their show is not only canceled, but the whole tour is canceled. All of this, of course, coming just a few weeks before the band's new album, Through Storms Ahead, is set to release on November 15th, with their upcoming European tour supposedly going to begin, I should say, as of now, going to begin on the same day, alongside Decapitated, Caliban, and Of Sulfur. At this point, though, who knows if the tour is happening? I don't think it is, because we have had another venue on that European tour say that the tour is now canceled and will not be rescheduled. Then we also had Ken Susi and Nick Pierce leave the band. And just a little bit ago, Phil Sgrosso, who's the only remaining classic member besides Tim, he hasn't left the band yet, but he did make a post saying that he'll be, explaining where he stands shortly. So all of this stuff just going on so quickly. Ken and Nick both out of the band, with Ken releasing a statement this morning that says, "My time playing with As I Lay Dying has come to an end today. I leave with so much gratitude for everyone who followed and supported me from my days in Unearthed to this era of my career. I jumped into the As I Lay Dying camp with full knowledge of the heightened dramatic history, but had a drive to just play great music with great friends. Unfortunately, my personal morals have recently been tested to a breaking point, and it's now the saddest ending to what could have been the greatest second chance for this band. Ryan Neff is receiving a lot of backlash for stepping down first, and I regret not sharing this decision sooner and standing confidently with my friend. He's a flawless musician and an even better person. I'll miss you all on this stage, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Anyone looking for a guitar player? My resume is ready." And then, of course, just hours after Ken Susi released his statement this morning, Nick Pierce followed very shortly after, saying, "As of now, I am no longer playing drums for As I Lay Dying. This is far from being the ending I anticipated, and I feel I need to distance myself from the band in an effort to retain my personal health and integrity. I want to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who followed and supported me throughout this journey. My goal has and always will be to create unforgettable memories with my friends and write music that will truly resonate with our fans. I'm proud of what I've accomplished on the road touring, as well as writing and recording drums for the new album. Looking ahead, I'm excited to continue my drumming career and pursue what I love most, which is making music. My touring and session schedule is now actively open for new opportunities." Again, I did a video last night. I'm not going to regurgitate the same information that's in that one. I'll just put a link down to it below if you want to check that out, get a little bit more caught up to speed. But the point from that video that I do want to emphasize is that now with Ken Susi gone and Nick Pierce gone, we are now up to 6 members that have left the band since they returned after Tim got out of prison. I think the band came back around 2017, 2018, something like that. And now all of the replacements are gone. We had Ryan Neff, who of course replaced Josh Gilbert. Josh is now in Spirit Box. Then Ken Susi replaced Nick Hippa, and Nick Pierce replaced Jordan Mancino. So 3 out of the 5 classic members of the band gone. Phil is, the only one other than Tim at the moment. We'll see what happens when he makes his statement, which we'll get into in a second. And then the 3 classic members that left, their replacements are now gone. So, and it looks very possible that Phil Sgrosso could be the next one to jump ship. I don't know. That's pure speculation. We'll see what he says, but no matter what Phil says, I mean, it has become very, very clear now that things internally with As I Lay Dying, obviously not good. Clearly something happened. There is some speculation out there about exactly what happened. It does relate to Tim. We're not going to get into that speculation here. If it becomes, if it really gets out there, turns out to be true or whatever, or at least alleged publicly, we'll talk about it then. We're not going to get into it now, but if you can find it for yourself if you want to see what that is. But as far as Phil Sgrosso goes, he made a post on his Instagram just a little bit ago, which reads, "I will be making a personal statement shortly on where I stand in the current As I Lay Dying situation. There's a lot more of the bureaucracy/business that I am navigating at the moment, but I will share more with you once a clear path of moving forward presents itself." Who knows exactly what, when shortly is? That could mean later today. Who knows? It could be out before I even have a chance to get this video up. The fact that he's saying he's going to make a statement, if you were going to make it today, why would you say that a statement is coming? Why not just wait to make it? So it's probably going to be at the very earliest, way later in the day, possibly tonight, tomorrow, something like that. Obviously, we're very, very close to the band's album releasing, like I said, to the European tour, supposedly supposed to start. So As I Lay Dying as a whole, in terms of the band's social media pages and all that, been very, very silent. I would expect that to change very soon. Like I said last night, again, we're just a few weeks out from a very big day for the band. So I would have to imagine that they will say something soon. But to top everything off, of course, there was a venue in Poland, like I mentioned, that said not only was their show with As I Lay Dying canceled, but the tour was canceled as well. And then I believe overnight we had a venue, or a promoter rather, in Finland saying that their show is canceled, just like Poland, but they said that the tour will not be rescheduled. So all signs pointing to this European tour not happening. Again, that's speculation. We don't know for sure, but that's at least the way that it looks. Some people were commenting on my video from last night saying that at this point they'd be shocked if the album even comes out. And it's definitely wouldn't be the first time something like that has happened, where an album is just about to release and something happens, not with As I Lay Dying, but just other bands in general, where, the album just gets shelved due to internal issues or whatever. So I don't know. A lot going on with As I Lay Dying. I will keep you updated. Who knows? Maybe we'll even be back on here later today if we hear from Phil or if we hear from the band. There's really, outside of those two things, everybody else is out, including the band's tour manager. So, nothing else could really happen. So we'll see what happens, but that's all I got for you right now. Thanks for hanging out. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe below if you feel so inclined, and I will see you next time.